Hey, let's do some more walk-ups. Only this time we'll add the third interval like I was hinting about. So I got myself all excited about those basic walk-ups. So if you add the harmony of the third interval, I think this is what it sounds like. So the third, if you harmonize, it would be this, which does sound pretty pleasant. It's very melodic, so that's why I always talk about the third interval. So that would be G sharp, A, B, C sharp. Third string, that's the G string, first fret, second fret, fourth fret, sixth fret. And combining that with the root would sound like this again. I'll just double check. It is, if you've never done this, it's a little bit, takes a couple seconds to get used to it. But it's really kind of like, it sounds orchestrated or something. Let's reverse that. I wonder if I'm going to try to land on the A chord down here. Check this out. So there I got my C sharp on the second string, second fret. And use the open A string. Then you could maybe do the chord. So I hit more of the chord there. So you can start to, integrate more of the chord. All right. How about an A walking up to a D? So it's going to be similar deal. You just got to find the third, which is that's going to be like C sharp, and the line would be, which does sound very pleasant, doesn't it? Or that's C sharp, D, E, F sharp, which you can get the F sharp on second string or first string. You can grab the D bar chord or the cowboy D. Maybe we should call open position D or standard cage system D. I think cowboy is just easier. Keep thinking Stand By Your Man or something. So that could be, if we're in the key of D, kick it off. Boom, chick, boom, chick, boom, chick. So that you're anticipating that, landing on that chord. I remember Donnie Lee, piano player, would say, kick it off. I'm like, what's that mean? It could be, or something like that as a lead-in lick. Maybe we'll do those on. If you want me to do more, we called it kicking it off. Kickoff. Do a kickoff, which probably is a lead-in. Kickoff like football. That's funny. All right, so let's see. Where else can you do these? If you did it in C, it'd be C to G. There it is. That's a little more, you're just mixing some kind of bar chord type shapes with some open chords. So if you've never done that before, it probably looks kind of weird, but that would be like E, D, B, C, B, E, D, C, B, combined with C, B, A, G. So yeah, I don't mean to. I just know if you've never done this, it's kind of like, you know, doing something with your right hand and left hand and coordinating them. Like Keith Richards says, the left hand has to talk to the right hand when you play the guitar. It's kind of, and you could take it up here and go, and then it kind of opens it up to, like, what if it's G sharp? At that point, you're just gonna. I had to think about it. You see how if you mix that that third up, if it's not major, if you mix the major and minor up, it sounds really weird. So I'm not sure what key I'm even in here. G sharp. How about B flat? At this point, you're just kind of operating on shape. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable here. So you can start to, you know, jump strings. This is all just major scale stuff. So I always say the major scale is kind of a hard sell for students. You know, they're like, well, that's boring. Why should I do that? Well, it's going to unlock everything. The dumb old, you know, like here's an E flat major scale. Then you could. Uh-oh. There it is. Not totally smooth, harmonized. So harmonizing the scale, not a bad call. Let's see, what's another good key? Let's say key of F. You know we're gonna go to B flat, so you'd be going. C. Oops. So you just gotta figure it all out. I mean, I could tell you, but it'd probably bore you to death. But yeah, you just find, like, it's found within the chord. Like here's an F chord. It's gonna be on the fat string and the third string. So it's a F and A. So I'm kind of doing it by shape. If it's F sharp, there's the chord. So you're gonna again hit the sixth string and the third string. So here's like, let's do a B. Yikes. And you could, you know, jump outside of that. Start to do some kind of more harmonically interesting things, but we're trying to keep it real basic here, and that's great. I wonder, let's do a D like this. That would be useful. So D, the bass note is D, E, F sharp, G. And the harmony is F sharp, G, A, B. which this would be helpful if you're working with some people on like vocals. You know, if your vocal line is and then you're like, well, harmony person, what are you gonna sing? And they're like, I have no idea. Well, why don't you hit the third? Like, which I'm not gonna try to croak that high note out right at this moment because it would probably, my voice would crack. Kind of like yodel style. And you can keep going, but that'd be maybe too much. Not sure where I'm going. There. I'm sure this is for a piano student. You're like, you're kidding. You guys are struggling with that. That would, you know, this is probably kindergartners can play this on piano. Yet here we are on guitar. Because guitar is laid out crazy. It's not your fault, okay? I think piano is, they say it's laid out. You can play, you know, you got 10 fingers, 10 notes, and you can harmonize like mad, you know. Total respect to anybody that can play the piano. It's probably more logical. It's just a flat surface with buttons you press to play the notes. Is completely logical. While guitar, you know, you've got this B here, 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 here. Which one do I pick? Or E? You know, E, like, well, which one? Well, the most obvious one, I guess. And the shapes on guitar are just not laid out as nicely as piano. But I don't really play piano, so. But I know that they can really, you know, play beautifully without. I know they practice too, but guitar, we're stuck with guitar, so we got to do what we can do. So hopefully that gets people started on those walk-ups. Walk the Line by Johnny Cash, whatever key. I mean, I've done it in different keys. If it's like. I'm already stuck. Checkmate. That song will mess you up. I've played it with bands, and I go, let's just, and I've worked on it. You know, I've got it down. Not right now, but I've practiced it and got it all worked out, and then play it with a bass player, and he's just like, man, it's a disaster. The poor dude. They don't know where I'm going next. It's kind of maybe nonsensical the way he kept changing keys. But I'm sure there's a structure to it. But it would be a good little puzzle to maybe solve if you're interested. Or I could get my Johnny Cash book out or make a note or something. But make a little chart. Find my old chart. So I think I got this guitar done. Turns out it's a 355. We're pretty sure. It says right on the orange sticker. And I had a Gibson guy contact me and say, hey, Brook, that is a 61 or a November of 61 or is it 62? So, I'm done with it. Amazing. So there's more of those harmonized thirds. So those can be slippery and slidey. Slidey. You can also walk up like that. Yikes. Yeah. So I might do a little more checking on this, then I'll get it back to the owner. I like to make sure that everything's stable as far as tuning and all that, and double check my intonation and string height and so forth, and make sure it's optimal. What a guitar, man. This has been really, really cool to be trusted with. Kind of a local, well, it's definitely a local Legends guitar. Local Cedar Rapids history right here. So I love the headstock. Look at that. All that fancy deluxe custom type inlay and everything. The big position markers and kind of trim on the pick guard. I think that Bigsby was switched out. Kind of a weird output jack. Otherwise, this was probably replaced. It's pretty good shape. It's amazing for surviving 50 years of full-time professional guitar playing. I mean, it's in astonishingly well shape. Yeah. So he took great care of his guitar, even though he was kind of a character, I guess. The original owner, Mr. Louis Carr, who died in 2010. So I'm impressed that this appears to be the original pickup selector switch. So a lot of times those get busted or taken away. So this is really pretty great, man. So I will put this back in the case, and let me know what you think of those walk-ups, walk-downs, adding the third. You can do it in any key, but I was just trying to keep it simple. Of course, I completely lost control of myself again. So have fun practicing, and let me know what you think. Thanks so much for letting me have this way to express my ideas. Take care.